Most SDRs are doing roughly the same job. They're prospecting, making calls, sending emails, and trying to book meetings. But somehow, a small group consistently outperform everyone else. They hit quota more often, they get trusted with better accounts, and they usually get promoted faster. So, what are they doing differently? It's not that they work 18 hours a day, and it's definitely not because every prospect answers their calls. Great SDRs simply approach the role differently. Here are 5 things that separate the best SDRs from everyone else. They focus on outcomes, not just activity. Average SDRs obsess over activity. How many calls did I make? How many emails did I send? Did I hit my daily target? Great SDRs still track those numbers, but they understand that activity only matters when it creates the right outcomes. Making 100 random calls isn't automatically better than making 40 focused calls to the right people. So instead of only asking, did I complete my activity? They ask, did I create enough quality conversations? They look at which personas are responding, which messages are converting, which call openings keep prospects on the phone, and which accounts are actually turning into pipeline. Activity keeps you busy. Understanding what creates results makes you effective. They research enough to be relevant. Some SDRs do no research at all. Others spend 20 minutes researching every prospect and barely contact anyone. Great SDRs find the balance. They look for 1 or 2 useful reasons to reach out. Maybe the company has just raised funding. They're hiring a new team. They've expanded into a new market. Or they're using a system your product integrates with. The goal isn't to learn the prospect's entire life story. It's to avoid sounding like you sent the same message to 500 other people. Instead of saying, we help companies improve productivity. That's boring. You could say, I noticed you're hiring across your customer success team. Usually, when teams grow quickly, maintaining a consistent onboarding process becomes difficult. How are you managing that today? That sounds relevant because it is relevant. They don't pitch too early. This is one of the biggest differences. Average SDRs hear the prospect say hello and immediately launch into a product pitch. Great SDRs create a conversation first. They understand that their job isn't to explain every feature. Their job is to uncover whether there's a potential problem worth exploring. So they ask simple questions. How are you currently managing this? What's the biggest challenge with that process? Is fixing it actually a priority this year? And then they listen. Because the more the prospect speaks, the easier it becomes to understand whether there's a genuine opportunity. A cold call isn't a shorter product demo. It's the beginning of a business conversation. But the next habit is probably the biggest reason some SDRs improve twice as fast as everyone else. They review their own performance. Great SDRs listen back to their calls, they review their emails, and they look honestly at where conversations went wrong. Not to criticize themselves, to improve. They notice things like, I spoke too quickly, I didn't ask a follow-up question, I accepted that objection too easily, or I kept talking after the prospect had already agreed to the meeting. The last one has destroyed more booked meetings than people realize. The fastest way to improve in sales is to shorten the feedback loop. Make the call, review the call, change one thing, then try it again. You don't need to completely reinvent your approach every day. You just need to keep making small improvements. They think beyond booking the meeting. Average SDRs think their job finishes when the calendar invitation is accepted. Great SDRs care about what happens next. Was the prospect properly qualified? Did the account executive have enough context? Did the meeting actually happen? And did it turn into a genuine sales opportunity? Because booking 20 meetings that never progress doesn't make you a top performer. It just makes your calendar look impressive. Great SDRs work closely with their account executives. They explain why the prospect agreed to meet, what problem they mentioned, what objections came up, who else might be involved, and what the next conversation should explore. They aren't just booking meetings, they're helping create pipeline. The best SDRs aren't always the loudest people on the sales floor. They're usually the most curious, the most coachable, and the most intentional about improving. They focus on outcomes, stay relevant, ask better questions, review their performance, and care about the full sales process, not just getting a meeting into the diary. And that's why they often don't stay SDRs for very long. They're already building the habits they'll need to become successful account executives before they even receive the promotion. Now, if you're serious about breaking into tech sales and want structured training, practical coaching, and support throughout the job search process, take a look at the Entr Tech Bootcamp. You'll find all the details in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more practical tech sales advice, and I'll see you in the next video.